Hi everyone, I'm Rohit and I'm a moderator of web development at St. Mary's Hyderabad. For the past 1 month, since the beginning of May this year, me and my team have been training a few students of St. Mary's on web development. And we saw that when these students were asked the right questions, they were able to go and solve their own problems. So one such student is Amit. We have him with us today. So Amit, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Good morning, everyone. What the time you are listening this? Good evening, good afternoon, whatever. So my name is Amit, and I'm pursuing my BTech from St. Mary's.
All right. So Amit, let's go over a few questions. We'll
Yeah.
go over very quickly. All right, so
Yes.
that we can exchange many ideas in a very
Okay.
short session. All right.
Yeah.
So when did you first start learning web development?
First time was when I was in seventh or eighth grade. There was a computer program in our school.
Hmm.
They just give us how to what is HTML, what is HTML tags, was
Hmm.
just overview. And then I started getting interest on it after I joined into my BTech. And
Okay.
when you come and you started the calling what is HTML, then I recalled my old memories of how the tags are used to work. So this was the first time.
Okay. So what were your thoughts on the very first day of the session about
Like,
web development?
I was used to the HTML tag because I don't know how it starts, how it works, and what will be the output. So when I
Okay.
used the H1, I know what is H1, H2, H3, but I don't know the H1 is used for the bold and bigger headings to show something very important. H2
Uh-huh.
is for the lower. Then I understand it how to use it.
Okay. So what are your thoughts about web development today?
Today I'm like lower than intermediate, but bigger than the beginner. So I can like teach my friends who are not in the program in very layman, we can call that the payment technique. I use this,
Okay.
so we can. I now I am like such much better than the previous month.
Okay. So you talked about Feynman technique. So
Yeah,
also you said that earlier you did not know the significance of H1 tags, but
yeah,
now you know.
you know.
So can you tell us how the Feynman technique helped you learn these new
So
concepts?
in payment technique, when I do not have any friend or anyone like, to share my knowledge, I used to take a pillow and start reciting what I learned or what is important thing with the pillow. And when I come to a doubt, I used to write it or I used to think of myself and I get the answer. Because everything was uh, already in the video. I just need to recall it and again, and I get the answer. So that
Okay.
way the payment helps me.
Okay. Interesting. What other learning methodologies did you come across?
The Socratic one, I think I was known about the Socratic. He was a teacher, philosophist, but I didn't know that his method is so much helpful for me that when I use any, when I question any, I'll question again and again and again and get new information about the same thing.
Could you talk briefly about the Socratic questioning and how it helped you?
Yeah. So first, when I was used to question, I was used for it only once. Like I question, then I get answer, then I say, okay, ma'am, thank you. What? Then
Okay.
after listening to the Socratic that you said no Socratic method, then I
Mhm.
went for search about in YouTube. They have TEDx and in those talks. I learned how to use it very effectively, so I can question the same thing but not in the same manner. So I'll get more deeper and deeper knowledge into it.
Okay. You did talk about exploring Socratic
Yeah,
questions on the internet.
yeah,
Did you explore web development concepts as well?
yeah. I use the W3 School, Geek for Geeks, League Food. There are some website which gives an example and also has some video tutorials to understand it in a better way. So I used to that
So, how was exploration during the sessions?
session. In the session, I used to like ask or try it myself. If anything goes wrong, you are there to help me. When I was at home, I used to get a bit careful about things. If the code breaks, then what should I do?
So, when you talked about moderators helping you,
Yeah.
what's this helping like?
So the helping was like not giving the answer, but
Okay.
was giving a hint that how we can get to the answer. so we can
Okay.
think of ourselves and get used to some more important things.
So how did it feel when you were actually able to get your own answers without others giving you them?
Yeah, so it like feel awesome, like I am doing something in my life. It's like बेकार नहीं है हम लोग.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know. Now, other than web development, what
Yeah.
other activities did you do in the class? Were there any fun activities?
Yeah, so like in the end of this class, every 10 to 15 minutes, we used to do an activity for like communication skills, bettering our communication skill, getting confidence, like to get out the fear of public speaking.
Okay.
This were the activities.
So how did these activities help you at the end of 1 month?
At the end, like I was more comfortable now. Like in past month, when somebody used to call me like you have to go, then I used to go. Now I can go for myself. If anybody says anyone here, so I can go now. I had the confidence to talk.
That's really good to know.
Yeah.
So how do you think the learning methodologies that you came across during these sessions can help
Yeah.
people in their academics?
So they can use it in a very different manner. So when you got some difficult topic, you can just understand it once, then you try to explain it to others, or try to explain it to yourself in a simpler way, so you can discover many new things in the same topic. You can find some sync the previous chapter to the new chapter, and it's a easy method to understand it. So I
Okay.
use it.
So how do you think Socratic questioning can help somebody improve their academics?
In Soccer, it's very important to talk about this. So whenever I have a question in math, especially in mathematics, about the integration differentiation, I used to question myself only. So how this come, and what is the use of this, and how it will be used in this question. How is there any other method to do in like 4 or 3 steps? So this helped me, and I think that if you know how to use the Socratic method perfectly or in a very good manner, you do not need any type of help from others. You think yourself and you can answer to yourself because you know everything about it.
So what if a student is stuck? In that case, how can Socratic questioning help friends,
Yeah.
grow together?
Yeah. So whenever you get stuck in a particular way, then you can ask your friends, not directly to them, but the topic nearer. You should go near to question. So it's like when I have a doubt on what is 2 into 2, then I should not ask directly what is 2 into 2. I should ask you do the table of two, how it's work. Then I should get my answer. So not getting the answer, but getting the answer around it, and then I'll get the answer by myself. So I'll get some confidence.
So the goal is to think by yourself.
But yourself, yeah,
So when you think, you learn.
yeah.
So with that, thank you so much, Amit.
Thank you.
We'd like to conclude here, and we are glad to know your journey. And I hope that the rest of St. Mary's can take an inspiration from your journey.
Okay.
So, yeah, with this, I'd like to conclude. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.